Live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios, this is Old School. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome into Old School, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Happy Thursday, everybody. Boy, do we got a doozy for you to start off the show. Again, this is Old School, 93.7 The Ticket. Join us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You can see our beautiful smiling faces. Hit us up on the Honham Lincoln Hotline, the Sutter Heyman text line, 402-464-5685. You can shoot us a text, give us a call, and join in on this fantastic conversation because right now, we are going to ask for your help.
Yeah, we need your input on what happened in Stillwater. Teams checked in to various hotels, preparing for, super regionals. And apparently Missouri State checked into a hotel that amongst the things that were found were a 3XL pair of women's underwear, eyelashes,
some nasty eyelashes,
nasty bed bugs, various bodily fluids on
unknown stains on beds,
on like freshly made beds.
Yep.
No, that can't be freshly
hair made. On pillows.
Hair on pillows.
Yeah, that's not freshly made. That's just kind of.
There's a baby bottle in one of the rooms.
They actually found it, like the baby bottle was sitting by the
AC
nightstand.
The air conditioner. No, on the floor. Next to the
what hotel was
empty
it?
baby bottle.
I mean, in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Yep.
What?
The Wyndham
by something. No, Mike Hotel by
Mike
Wyndham.
Hotel by Wyndham. Right. And so what happened? So immediately the players start taking pictures and sharing them. And then so some player, you get your room cards, and it's got the players' names on it, right? So the dude picked up these pair of eyelashes and put them on top of his room card to show what room it was.
Right.
So there are a couple of things in play. First of all, what was going on at this hotel prior to?
A lot was going on in that hotel.
Second of all,
I don't think that was a party.
Second of all, well, somebody left their underwear. Like the underwear never even made it out. The underwear were behind the door.
Yeah. Who puts their drawers?
Jay,
it's a party.
So then we want to know, first of all, what happened before. So what was there? Remember, softball was there last week.
Okay, so then you need to see who.
Right,
and the week before.
Right, and the week before. So then we immediately wanted to blame young Nathan Brennan since he was there.
Nate had to take his eyelashes off.
Right. Yeah. It's like we got to blame him. But we need answers. Like, what was going on at this hotel, but wrong answers only. Like, don't really tell us what really happened. So my thought was that, one, somebody quit, right? Like some housekeeper quit and said, screw it, I'm out.
Yeah, it's too much work, yeah.
But then somebody's getting fired today, too.
100%.
Some hotel manager is definitely losing their job or has lost their job by 8:30 this morning.
Like housekeeping and the big boss.
Yeah.
So there's lots going on.
I mean, you're getting a call from corporate since everybody knows it's a Wyndham micro hotel or whatever.
Well, they tagged the hotel and Wyndham, and then Wyndham.
They tagged the hotel. They tagged Wyndham. They're tagging the NCAA. They're tagging everybody.
Wyndham failed.
But who makes the hotel reservations though? Is it Missouri State or is it the NCAA?
So
because you can't blame the
Missouri State.
You can't blame the NCAA if Missouri State is responsible, because generally every team has a person that handles travel and all that stuff. So that falls in general is that. I'm sure the NCAA has hotels that, in certain cities that they go to.
You get a packet saying,
right. So I'm sure whoever, but then you can't even really blame the person at Missouri State. You can't blame. They're not. It's not
they're
like
not there.
They're not there. They're coming from Missouri State to Stillwater to obviously just get the team there, and who knows if they're even there on site. It's not like they went there 3 weeks ahead, and it's like when the president goes somewhere and make sure everything's cool. This falls, completely on the workers at the hotel. And
they're advanced people. The advanced people, that's their job, is to go and check out the hotel. Now, maybe they went in the hotel and they showed them one good room.
But if they just made the tournament or the regional, they couldn't have been there in enough time to really scout it out, because if it's in between time, there's people staying at that hotel before the other, say like softball was there, the week before, they leave. People are probably traveling through Stillwater, staying in between, and then here comes baseball. So I think it just falls on the hotel, but it's straight up nasty, though.
Well, and Wyndham did a really poor job because they were tagged. And so somebody who runs the Wyndham.
I don't think it's anybody that I think it's automated, because it just replies. It puts the person's name. It's like, hello, whatever. Sorry for your experience, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
we'll get back to you in 24 hours.
Well, no, what it said was,
send
us your reservation, DM us your reservation information. And I'm like, no, if you're somebody from Wyndham Corporate, you can go in the system and pull every record.
All bad.
Like it's there. So then some fan pulls screen grab of all the Stillwater, Oklahoma hotels, right? And most of them for that stretch, the Hampton Inn and Suites was $120. The Microtel was $67.
But is that on Missouri State, though?
Somebody from Missouri State
is in trouble.
It has 3.7 out of 5 stars on its reviews.
Because sometimes
they have
a school, yeah, right. Book now. There's only 2 rooms left. So next thing you refresh it, there's going to be 120 rooms left. But,
the Hampton Inn and Suites is fully refundable, though. So that would have been good.
See, I wonder if Missouri State. Let's be honest, is not. Their budget is probably different than Nebraska. So is Missouri State's liaison?
Right. They don't have the money.
Are they trying to operate, within a certain amount of, price?
Well,
range?
the NCAA pays them to go. Like once you've made it this far, you get paid to go.
Right. So there is
they get a number from the NCAA on what they can spend on the trip, or at least what the NCAA is going to contribute. And NCAA, I know this from my time in DC. So we would send reporters out all over the world. And there is a governmental code that you have to follow, that if you're going to send somebody to a town, on what you should spend in that town for hotels. Microtel would not have been on the list.
Right. Yeah. I don't even understand why you would even, because I'm assuming if I'm, say I work at said university and I call up Rico at Hampton Inn and Suites or Marriott, one of the 5 or 6 different Marriott, Courtyard, Fairfield Inn or whatever, and I say, hey, look, and they know they're having a regional there. I say, I'm from Missouri State. We're bringing 35 players, 40 players, 12 coaches,
other staff.
We're bringing 60 plus people. What's the best rate that you can give us off of what your regular rate is? I'm sure that you could get.
Plus, they're going to change the rate because it's an event weekend. So,
you're going to get more people.
Yeah, you're going to get more people.
You get more people. You're going to get more money from it.
Right.
But in order for them to be listed as an NCAA approved hotel, they have to guarantee that their rates will stay within a certain range.
Right.
And then the school knows that whoever the operations person is, they know that they have to match that number.
Right.
You can't go below that number because the NCAA will smack you for going below for an NCAA sanctioned event.
So
this is not
you're
just
saying the dude from Missouri State trying to make money.
They're trying to put, well, you got to remember that they don't have the, as you said, they don't have the budget of Nebraska and Oklahoma State. So this is a chance to put more money in the coffers, but this is not how you do it.
No. You do that when you maybe call somewhere and try to get a discount on a team dinner or something like that. You don't do that with sleeping arrangements, especially with bed bugs, eyelashes, hairs, dirty draws, baby bottles, and so forth and so on. I mean, heck, you might as well just walked in and seen a family sleeping in your bed.
Somebody chilling.
Right. Like, what you doing here?
Well, they left some stuff behind. Like that. This.
Hey, the best part is if you had to spend the night and you get the knock at the door at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Hey, man, did you find my drawers behind the? I'm here to pick up my. These are my favorite. These are my favorite drawers.
I left my baby bottle. My baby's hungry.
No,
those are not her favorite underwear. By the way,
just say
no, from the picture.
No,
from the picture,
those are ones that are maybe been worn 2 or 3 years too long.
Like those are not
right.
Those are
and you
not
want to throw them
favorite.
away at home, so you say, you know what, I'm just going to leave them in the hotel.
Yeah, like just like there's that moment, like you go, what happened here? Like
you walking out,
and
you said, you know what, open the door.
Like
just throw it.
It's just right behind the door.
Right behind the door.
Just chilling.
Late checkout, even like you.
We gotta go. Did you grab everything? Yeah, I think so.
I got everything, but no room got everything.
No,
like there were several rooms that got. So this
Did
story.
you make sure you took the bugs with you? Nah, I left them there.
Drew asked the question: will we be up in arms about inequality if this was a women's team? Yes, and it's the same.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. First of all, this has nothing to do with even sports. This is inequality if anybody decides to stay in that hotel. Like you're paying
the hotel
point,
now.
The point of a hotel stay is that you pay a certain amount of money. Now, granted, if you're staying at the Ritz-Carlton versus the microhotel, there's obviously a difference. But you're not paying. It's not like, okay, this rate is $50 and you get bed bugs, eyelashes, dirty draws, and baby bottles.
They have to tell you in advance.
But
right?
if you pay,
tell you in advance.
If you pay $10 more,
we'll clean it.
We'll take the
clean
underwear
the
out.
room.
Listen,
we'll leave the baby bottle.
Listen,
we'll take the underwear.
Jill's on duty in housekeeping. She had a rough day. She may not get to your room, but for an extra $10, she'll get to your room.
Right. We'll make sure.
Jake, so I don't know if this is our Jake or not, but on the text line. No,
not Jake. Look
okay. It. He said this happened to me in Des Moines, North Wyndham Baymont Suites.
Oh, so it's just a Wyndham thing.
There was a clipped toenail in the microwave. Broke a glass door entrance, some sort of brown liquid in the tub. He goes, we did not stay.
Hey.
Oh my word. Word.
Hey, DT.
Jake he gets free hotels forever.
Can you heat up my toenails real quick?
What is going
I got
on?
the ketchup.
What are people doing?
You know, if you heat up your toenails and then you plant them with your plants, the plants grow.
How does
I think sometimes people go to hotels and act. Matter of fact, I know they do.
They don't care. I don't have to clean it up.
I've been to enough hotels with traveling with basketball, and people will literally live in the same city and be like, "Hey, let's take the kids to a hotel." So they just gonna come to the hotel and act a fool
and show up
and show out. When you start leaving toenails in microwaves, you just all the way roguish.
Anybody want to guess on what the brown liquid was in the tub?
It was diarrhea.
Yeah, I think they ate something, didn't agree with them.
How does that?
Don't worry about the toilet. We'll just do this here. This is a more efficient.
Maybe there's more than one person.
Yeah, at the same time, we both ate the same taco.
It was bridesmaids.
In the microwave.
It was like bridesmaids. One was in the sink, one was in the tub, one was on the toilet.
2 people stayed in the room. Both of you ate Taco Bell. All right, I got the toilet. You got the tub.
This is terrible.
And I would say it'd be like that sometimes, but it really shouldn't.
So I put the story on my Twitter, and you can just scroll through. And you will scroll for a while.
Also, the team had to walk to their other hotel.
Yeah, like they post a picture of them having to walk.
Walking across.
I'm gonna tell you this:
they're just walking across the bridge.
Region State needs to be showing up pissed off and needs to be trying to hit the cover off the ball.
They will be the super regional fan favorites.
I wonder who's in.
They're going to be who everybody's rooting for.
Let's see who's in that region. It's Stillwater, so it's Oklahoma State.
So Home 2 Suites, I don't know, but that's a Hilton brand. Hampton Inn and Suites, Spring Hill Suites by Marriott, then all of those were at least $100.
I don't know if Missouri State's going to make it out of this region. So Oklahoma
Do they
State's
have
the
a
host.
Missouri State alumnus that can make it right?
They used to be. They might still be pretty good at basketball. I don't know if there's anybody in the league, but in that regional, it's Oklahoma State, Missouri State, Grand Canyon, and Arkansas. So maybe they won't make it out. I don't think they will.
Bipolar, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. He explained the brown liquid with a chip.
Yeesh.
Yeah,
He's got a
I'm
woman.
out on that conversation.
This is just like, look, for all the adults involved, whether it's the hotel,
Hard pass.
the operations people, the housekeeping people, the hotel management, who
Sometimes you get what you pay for, I guess, right?
67, like it's $40 cheaper. There's a reason, people.
Yeah.
Like who made that
especially if
decision?
you know, like in this, people are always looking for people to work and all this X, Y, and Z. It's definitely a big risk. Is the risk versus the reward? Definitely thought process. Did you learn anything, Missouri State? I mean, this is when you think this is when we splurge. This is when if we're doing fundraising for the baseball team or the athletic program. You think like, okay, we'll be able to get more donations because of that. This isn't the time to try to, make an extra buck on your per diem, for your team to travel. And this is because this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, John, you're gonna have to explain that one to me.
But if it's
I
3.7 out of
think he
5,
means-
I'm sure. Didn't you think about reading the reviews?
Yeah. There's like 800 plus reviews.
I mean, you
think he
getting catfished at a hotel?
Like you really did. You gave up your money. Look,
I'm getting a refund plus interest.
So think that it's 100 room nights.
But do you even want any? Even want any like hotel credit?
I want nothing from
right.
you.
I just want my money back.
Think 100 room nights because you had to get there last night,
right?
And then you assume that
you're at least there for two nights,
right? And then three for most teams. Three for most teams.
Because even if you lose
right,
the first,
so
you lose, like you're there for 3 nights.
So say 50 personnel, 30 players, 20, 15, 5 coaches. In some cases, family, administrators, all that. So
yeah, because the whole families are going to want to stay at the team hotel,
right? So you could say 300 room nights, right? And if the fee is $150, which is what I would imagine that you kind of work from in that space. Usually it's $150 to $250, and I'll find the chart where it tells you, where the government tells you what you should pay in these spaces. That somebody for all of those room nights, somebody thought, well, we're gonna pocket an extra $45, $50 per room night that we get to keep in the coffers. So they figured this is a $15,000 deal for them with somebody with that money that stays in the budget. And I've been around those when you've done, like I've done minor league sports.
Yeah, but see, it's not necessarily staying in the budget. It's like a bonus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not yearly that you're going to make it. This isn't something that, you got to really take off but this is all bonus. So you're budgeted for a whole season. And like I said, making the NCAA tournament sets you up to get more donations than 15 grand from your alumnus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you would think the Wyndham would have cleaned up even more. Like made it spotless, because you're hosting a regional. If it happens again, you want people to stay there. You want good reviews.
We did a quality check.
You want to go from a 3.7 to 4.2.
Yeah, you would think, all right, we're going to have a baseball team stay here. Let's clean up.
I'm sure some of the negative ones,
which you certainly hope that you don't need for that to be the reason where you clean up.
Well, no, definitely not.
But I'm saying from a management standpoint, say like a high majority of your bad reviews is early. Like say the hotel just opened, new hotel, and they don't know how to, do it, and you're just not as good as other ones. Those will fall off if you said you've had 300 people stay there potentially, right? For the whole team, and one of the things could you write us a good review.
So
and where's the manager actually going through in the room and checking?
From my time from Grand Hyatt, a big part of the hotel that I was running, we were the official site for NBA,
right?
So whoever was playing the Wizards stayed at the Grand Hyatt Hotel, and when we blocked the rooms, you have a liaison whose job was to check
those
before
rooms.
you release those rooms,
right? Yep.
You physically check those rooms,
yep.
And that person is accountable for it before you to even get. So when you walk into a hotel and it has that NCAA sticker on it, that means that they met with management, they met with housekeeping, and in those spaces, they agreed that here are the minimum requirements for you to get this sticker.
Yep.
And we went through, I'm telling you. So, and then when Washington moved to FedEx Field from RFK,
Right.
teams would still want to stay at the Grand Hyatt. So then the number goes from a basketball group, which is 50 or so, to an NFL group, which is like 150. You now have a staff whose job is to meet compliance for anything that's related to NBA, Major League Baseball, NCAA, NHL.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, they definitely are out of the Rolodex.
Yep. Bye.
And that might be all Wyndhams.
Well,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Based on what we're getting off the text line, it seems like it.
And we're no, I'm saying like all Wyndhams are out of the like
the
out
NCAA
of
would never
right.
allow anybody
at any level. You like book at your own risk, right? Because you got to think it's not just the NCAA tournament. It's like the teams that potentially would be coming in and playing Oklahoma State and Stillwater. So it's different than, say, Nebraska goes down there. Nebraska probably has in their budget during a regular, non-conference game to stay at a Marriott or a Hilton. But if it's a Missouri State, if it's Southwest Missouri State, if it's, like Nebraska Kearney or somewhere, and maybe their budget is a step lower, they're going to be having to look at hotels like Wyndham and the micro hotels or whatever. Now you're canceling yourself out potentially of future earnings based on
just basic stuff. That parents who travel with the
right.
team,
right?
Alumni events, because they're coming, right? In a lot of cases. Of course, our listeners are hilarious. Dude said he walked into a room and somebody had made monkeys out of the towels and hung them from
the shower curtain.
And then somebody said they fully expect 3XL panties to be waved at the stadium.
Missouri State's going to stop by, Missouri State
you
fans
put
are
it
going to
on
stop by the
somebody's
Walmart.
antenna. Like when you'd have things like team flags on the antenna.
Yeah.
Missouri State need to put it on somebody's antenna.
On
You're flying.
Yeah.
Or when you're driving, just waving in the wind.
Tie it on the mirror on the team bus.
Here we come, baby.
Yeah.
We here.
It could be instead of rally towel, rally draws.
Rally draws, just thongs out.
Perfect.
Triple X. Here, just think if they make a run and you have one parent that's actually, it probably would have like a sanitary glove on. Right. Doing it. Like, they're rallying around the team hotels, 3X draws.
The Walmart in Stillwater is going to sell out.
Yeah, right.
Here's the question. Did they take the panties or did they leave?
They definitely left them. You don't touch those.
College kids these days, they took them with them because they want to be.
Did the college kids take those panties?
You're not touching those. You're not touching those.
Well, first of all,
I'm not around Rico. You've been around college baseball players.
Rico. In order for them to know what size it is, they had to touch.
They had to pick them up.
Right.
They had to pick them up.
I mean, it'd be magical or just coincidence that behind the door, that the tag of 3X draws is sitting there. Right. They might have taken them.
I'm going to investigate the picture.
Damn.
We'll know when we come back from break whether
you just need to DM whoever took the picture. Do you still have those?
Like, hey, bro,
did y'all take them?
Did y'all take them?
Be honest.
Be honest. You're in the circle of trust.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Springtime is here, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams. From treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway. This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Gus Cottle. The high school spring season has come to an end, but now Legion baseball is in full swing. In the senior division, Hastings defeated Kearney 9-4. Hickman defeated North Platte 9-7. and Omaha Gross defeated Omaha Scott 16-11. The recruiting race for Archbishop Bergen product Cade McIntyre has heated up. After a strong junior season, McIntyre has received a flurry of offers from schools like Tennessee, Oklahoma, Kansas State, and Nebraska. McIntyre is a consensus 3-star athlete and the 3rd highest ranked prospect in Nebraska. Gretna boys soccer had a team-high 5 players on the boys Super State first team, including the honorary captain, Brett Perkins. Samaya Hogg of Lincoln Southeast was named the honorary captain for the girls soccer Super State team. This has been your Southeast Community College High School Minute. Learn more today at southeast.edu with locations in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
In today's day and age, people are trying to do more and more projects by themselves. That might be better on the wallet, but it can also lead to painful sounds like this. Ow! Poor guy, trying to do wiring all by himself. Let's have another listen. It's just not worth it. Don't hurt yourself or make things worse than they are already. For any of your electric needs, call Joe at Ambition Electric today at 402-217-3415 or go to ambitionelectric.com. Shopping for insurance can be a tedious and frustrating task, but the agents at Brokers Insurance Agency will do the work for you. They have partnered with over 20 of the best insurance carriers in the nation, which allows them to do the shopping all for you. Whether you're looking for business insurance or employee benefits for your company, or you're looking to save money on your home and auto insurance, Brokers Insurance Agency has the agents and solutions to help meet your goals. Call 402-420-5353 or email staff at brokersinsurancenE.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
Sunny skies and seasonable temperatures here for our Thursday. We'll top out near 80. Winds will be light out of the southwest at around 10. A few passing clouds tonight with a low down to around 54. More of the same tomorrow. Mainly sunny skies, a little breezier. South winds gusting over 20 with a high of 82. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
And their carry-on.
We found more pictures. Ladies and gentlemen, we have found more pictures.
This is awful.
It is
this
terrible.
Is awful.
I feel so bad for Missouri State.
This is awful. Like, and it's actually
they have to play today.
It's the kids who, like, it was the team videotaping the rooms that they were going into.
Well, the thing is I mean, all jokes aside, this is a big deal for a team like Missouri State. A big accomplishment, a great accomplishment. You know, you're looking forward to it. You made it this far, and they deserve more than that. I mean,
there are holes in the door.
I mean, this is a hotel that needs to be shut down for. I mean, but then where is the people? I know when you have restaurants, you have to have a certain rating.
Yeah,
right?
health inspectors.
Health inspector. Where's the health inspector for this? I mean, and what? And then
the mattress looks like a road map. It looks like a road map.
The mattress looks like you're teaching a toddler to not pee in their bed.
So you just put them on the bed.
But obviously they keep peeing in their bed. So you flip
Standing
over
up.
So you flip over the mattress. That's what that mattress looks like.
In a hotel.
Like everybody knows what a pee mattress looks like, but that's a hotel mattress. It shouldn't look like that.
Right.
That's not great. That's not great.
It's definitely
Like I said,
there's plenty of blame to go around.
Missouri State has to play today.
Yeah.
They're gonna play the games of their lives.
Or they're not.
Yeah, get beat by 30.
Yeah, 16-0.
We didn't
have a good night's rest.
They were up late.
They had to walk to another hotel. Don't know how far that was.
Literally, they had to walk to, which is another
Where's
thing.
the team bus?
Or the little vans or something.
Yeah. What?
Well, you're not going to jump in the hotel van because you don't know what
you don't
sort
know
of
what's in
chaos
there.
is in there.
Messing around with diapers in there or something.
So
more bottles.
Rico, we need a pool. We need a pole.
We need a pool?
We
They
need
probably
a
have a pool. You don't want to swim in it.
No, garden. Everybody knows what a pee mattress looks like, Rico. We need a poll, an online poll. Did they take the underwear or not?
Okay.
I vote yes.
I'm going to tag them too.
I vote yes.
Did you?
I'm going to tag them.
Hey, Trey, did you guys take the underwear or not?
I'm going to tag them and be like...
Like, because these are college kids. They're collecting souvenirs. They're collecting
part
souvenirs.
of them think that's cool to be out there telling people that stuff too.
Right? I mean, this is. Yeah, somebody took the panties, bro. I'm pretty sure of that. Kadogu says the worst thing I've ever done is we got a $20 a night hotel in Denver back in high school because we were broke. There was still poop on the toilet, bugs in the bed, and bag of popcorn in the microwave. We very quickly checked out.
Hard pass. Hard pass.
Rally panties, Mark Onweiler.
It's crazy.
You hang them in the dugout.
Right.
No, you hang those in the locker room. You can't hang those in the dugout.
You gotta have those in like Ziploc bag or something, man. You can. I mean, you never know how long they've been there.
This is a blue glove situation.
Yeah, what is a hazmat suit?
Yeah,
going there with a hazmat suit.
If I'm the parents of the players on the team, I'm up at arms. I am.
Yeah, somebody's got to answer some questions.
All right, Rico, it's your time. Quickly enough, we know what's up. But let's go ahead and.
I woke up this morning and I got out of bed. Had a big old cup of coffee to clear my head. Hiding from the ghost and a scary black hat. So trick your treat and tell me what's up with that. Ooh-wee. What's up with that? What's up with that? Ooh-wee. What's up with that?
Oh, man.
What's up with that? What's up with that? Ooh, yeah. Stop. Yeah.
You know what's up. Missouri State baseball and just everything.
How y'all doing today?
So I'm trying to get this tweet out. I'm tagging MSU Bear baseball.
Yeah, just like we have to know.
So I'm putting, did MSU Bear baseball take the 3XL panties from the hotel? Then a second question in there, will they use them as a rally towel? So there's going to be 3 different options. They took them. They're going to use them as rally panties. They took them. They're not going to use them. They didn't take them.
They didn't take them. All right, that's fair. So Rico will put that on his Twitter. He will share with Jay and myself.
We have shared enough.
We have done enough. Let's toward the break. NBA finals start tonight. We'll talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
We'll come back.
Oh, yeah.
To Old School on 93.7 The Ticket.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's been a great start here to the year as 2022 new inventory continues to roll in. Our pre-owned lot remains full, and we are selling at a record pace. I was just down at Koppel talking about a new order for myself, and they let me know I can actually start ordering a 2023 here later this spring. So stop on in to get your new 2022, your pre-owned vehicle, or maybe talk about ordering here for 2023. Check them out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, but you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order your Wingstop online at 28th and Superior, 50th and O Street, and 29th and Pine Lake.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Beatrice Bakery. They ship cakes all over the country. True story. But take a look inside their shop and you'd have no idea. This is a Nebraska product through and through. Not some massive production plant. Local people making delicious cake just for you. So go see them in their new storefront location in downtown Beatrice. Grab some grandma's fruit cake, some chocolate rum cake, or my favorite, the turtle nut cake. And say hi to Rick and the crew. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it twice a day.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it in the morning and before dinner.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it, and share it with my doctor. Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor.
Now that I know my blood pressure numbers, I talked with my doctor. We're getting those numbers down.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Learn more at manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association. In partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Brown Shoe Fit is gearing up for spring with new inventory on the way. They're stocking up on new spring sandals and athletic shoes daily in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Keen, Merrell, On, and many, many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Atrax. Spring is the season to be active and busy. Don't let your feet lose their support with old rundown shoes or sandals. Stop by Brown's Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Get a lot of advice about self-care these days, but one of the most important self-care steps we can take is making sure we're financially secure later in life. For small steps you can take to save for retirement, visit WeSaySaveIt.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios. This is Old School. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School Hour 2 here on a Thursday on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Old School sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling, sports, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
It is day one or night one, game one, NBA Finals. I would imagine that for folks who are interested in basketball, this is a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it's two teams that can score, play defense, star power, intrigue. You got Golden State, who, was looking to be a dynasty, kind of dipped down, injuries, and obviously, losing KD and, loss of, free agency. And maybe losing a little respect because they picked up, the second best player in the world at the time after losing a 3-1 lead, so forth and so on. Obviously, a couple lean years after that, which is normal. And then with the Celtics, that kind of always been knocking on the door. They had the Kyrie Irving situation. They were waiting for Tatum to take that next step. He did. Then they were waiting on Brown to really start believing in himself. There was reports this offseason they were struggling on how to, especially with Brad Stevens when he was a head coach, how he was trying to or find ways for them to play and be effective together. I think that's obviously been remedied. I think that those two realize that what makes both of them good as individuals or great players as individuals is that they play with each other. I think they've done a really good job of getting better together and having the ability to step up when one's maybe like struggling or off night, and you've seen that, and that's how they got here. Then you got wily veterans like Al Horford that's been waiting for, I think he played, 176 or something, like playoff games, never been in the NBA Finals, which is crazy. Finally made it. You thought Game 7 at Miami, this is probably his chance, and most likely wasn't going to happen. But, oddly enough, the Celtics pushed through in a game that I thought that they were going to lose. And then you got all different types. You got a young and upcoming former player, or two former player coaches. One that actually played against Steph Curry in the Boston Celtics head coach. And kind of was in the NBA circles, it's a great hire. But for the Boston Celtics, it wasn't a Boston Celtics hire,
right?
For many reasons. And now look at him here and the way that he's been able to create continuity, motivate the team, get them to play better basketball coming out of the All-Star break, which is kind of hard because generally going into the All-Star break and coming out, you kind of know who the known players are. Celtics really took off and they haven't stopped or looked back. So I think it's going to be a good series. I'd be surprised if it doesn't go 6 or 7. And it's going to be, this game one, it'll tell you some stuff, but I think, 2 and 3 will tell you a little bit more.
I was having this conversation last night with some NBA dudes, and we could not land on what was the matchup of all matchups
this year.
In this final, in my head, Horford versus Draymond may dictate the outcome because those are the fillers. Those are the people who everybody else relies on. So all the stars rely on those two players to be on time, in place, and ready. Others said, well, no, it's Tatum versus whoever you put against him, Clay versus whoever you put against him. Is it Smart? Do you match up Smart and Curry, or is that putting too much on Marcus Smart?
No, I think that That's the
No.
gamemanship strategy that I don't think you're going to find until after the second game. I think this game right here, the first one, is kind of like a guessing game. You don't know who Andrew Wiggins is going to go guard against because he, did a really good job offensively and defensively against Luka and really stepped up to the challenge to really show Luka or the league that I am that guy. And conversely, the Celtics have not only Marcus Smart, they got Williams, they got the bigger Williams. And so they can kind of do a little bit more defensively. Then you got Klay Thompson, who
was an all-league defender.
He's an all-league defender, what he's going to do, who he's going to guard against, and the ability to go off. And you don't have to run any sets for him because he's a catch-and-shoot guy, and he's 6'6", so he can do things. He can do stuff in the post. So I think there's plenty of matchups. I think that really it's going to come down to who's the number 3 guy for the Celtics, or is it kind of game by game? And does Andrew Wiggins offensively and through 40 minutes or 48 minutes every single game be there?
Mark Spears said that he thought that this series comes down to Kerr versus Udoka.
Right.
Which of the group was the only one that said that, because he said the adjustment and being in that space.
And I think it's gonna be game to game. I think it's gonna be game to game because both teams have so many options, and they're both really, really deep teams that you're gonna have to find ways to get an advantage and catch the opposing coach and staff off guard, and then adjust during the game. I think one of the biggest adjustments is also game by game, but then also half by half, going into halftime, coming out of halftime. So I think it's going to be the staffs that really, really are on point, looking for little details that either shows one offense or defense that is on or off and where you could take advantage of it. And then also who can stay out of foul trouble with their star power.
Tony Jones mentioned the fact that he thought this was a bench series. He says that it'll be the number 8 player off the bench who is having a night.
Right.
And can you maximize him until the other team figures it out that, okay, we need to shut this dude down.
Yeah, see, I could see the Celtics coming out and knowing Steph is going to do his thing, try to hold Klay under 32, and let's focus on really, really shutting down Poole.
I was going to say, does Poole step up to first and second round Poole because he wasn't that influential in the Dallas series?
Exactly. So he showed a little kryptonite, right? And so let's because he's the energy guy. He's a guy that if they're down by 12, he can get you a quick 4 and keep the game close.
Are they getting Gary Payton the second back?
We won't know until right before tip-off.
So, I mean,
that's another great defender that you can add to the Warriors line.
And Otto Porter and all those guys, that they get healthy, they've had time to rest and get guys back. And then also let's not forget if Mooney, see what he does, because he played all 82 games.
Mm-hmm.
He's been very, very consistent and been phenomenal on the boards, which has really helped them out defensively.
Well, he's necessary because it's Looney Williams.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But Williams brings you more offensively, athletically than Mooney, right? So can he keep up the pace? Because going against Dallas's bigs is different than going against Boston's bigs.
True.
Defensively for him,
Dallas's bigs weren't trying to mix it up in the paint.
Right.
Boston's bigs want to,
and they can stretch you out. They can hit you inside. They can mid range. And they both can defend. And then they can play offensively differently. So if you have 2 of those in there, which they can play both Horford and Williams at the same time,
they do that a lot.
It puts a lot of stress on you. So you're not having, I wouldn't say, plays off on the defensive end, but the Warriors were able to play a little zone. They were able to slough off of some guys from the Mavericks, and you saw a couple players not hit a shot in the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to happen with Boston. So it's going to be an interesting series. I think it's going to be exciting. I also think that the big thing for Boston in every single game is 2 things: get off to a good start, okay, and don't give games away down the stretch. We know Golden State has been a turnover, a lot of, weirdly enough, turnover prone in the playoffs. So is Boston. but I trust Golden State more because of their experience all around versus Boston, because in the end of the game, I'm expecting Draymond, Clay, Steph, even Poole handling the ball, versus seems like a lot of times Boston doesn't go right to Tatum and Brown. It's like Marcus Smart. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes he doesn't make the smart plays.
He's the veteran.
So in their meeting in March, and again, they're different teams now, especially Golden State. Golden State, this is a game where Steph Curry played 14 minutes. Klay Thompson was just coming back. You did have Otto Porter. You did not have young defender back.
Gary Payton.
But in this particular game, Celtics ran them out of their own building. Tatum was exceptional, 26 and 12, which was, I kind of remember that night, that the fact that he was so active on the boards is a sign. And if you want to, you don't have to watch Jason Tatum on offense to know whether he's having a good offensive night. Watch him on the board.
Right.
Watch him on the board. If he's engaged that way, they're difficult. Golden State shot the ball poorly. They shot 22% from three.
Yeah, I mean that's a credit to Boston in the sense of,
and Boston only shot 37%. So
they can switch everything.
Yeah.
Boston, them, if you want to do it, I'd try to hedge everything, obviously, which Golden State is phenomenal with, their basketball acumen and be able to read stuff, but I'd hedge everything. And what that means is I would, try to bubble on their like pick and roll and pick and slips. I'd make Draymond beat me offensively consistently.
Well, Draymond,
and that's in theory a good thing, but here's what Draymond does to really offset that. He doesn't take shots that he knows he doesn't need to take, but then also he's a phenomenal passer and a facilitator. So he knows he can shoot a ball, and he knows that certain guys are certain places that they'll be more apt to get rebounds, but then also he can actually take you off the dribble, and then he'll dish it out, and then he'll quickly repost or repick.
He took two shots in the 22 minutes he played in that game.
Right.
And again, he's 22 minutes, so it's not like they ran their guys out. This is for whatever reason and how they shot it, chose to run their roster that day. But I thought the big number in that game was Celtics were plus 15 on the boards.
Yeah,
and if they're plus 15 on the boards, Golden State can't win.
Yeah,
they can't win.
Against Dallas, they were the ones that were plus 15 on the boards. That's what really was the crazy thing about it. So I think Boston has to win the rebounding edge game in and game out. I think it also, what that does is obviously gives them more possessions, but it takes away what Golden State really, really does well, and that's go on these runs of 16-0, 12-0, and just buries you when the game is close. Next thing you know, you're down by 14. So if you can do that, it really takes, advantage, away from the Golden State Warriors. It puts it in the Celtics, because the Celtics don't necessarily have to shoot shot for shot from deep to with Golden State to win the series or to win the games.
Well, they were deep that, Tatum gave them 26 and 12. Jaylen Brown gave them 26 and 7.
I do remember this game.
Marcus Smart gave them 20 and 8 assists.
Yeah.
They didn't particularly shoot it well. But
I remember they were out in transition a lot. I know that, and see, this is what people don't understand. The defensive boards with the Celtics, you got two guys. I think Tatum's 6'7", Jaylen Brown's 6'9", two guys that can take the ball 94 feet off the break, right? Then you got Marcus Smart, who's actually good running rim to rim and can finish around the hole. And so when you can play defense, get the rebounds, and put pressure back on them, that's you go back when Cleveland beat Golden State that year. That's what they were doing. LeBron James running the break, Kyrie, running the break, finishing in the open court. Kevin Love did a really good job on the defensive board. Same with Tristan Thompson. That really, gut punched Golden State. And you do it in a series. You do it game in and game out. You start to wear them down a little bit. You saw a little bit even, to be honest with you, even with Memphis. You get what I'm saying? When Jackson really started to be active on the offense and defensive boards, what did it do? It kind of slowed down Golden State. But what they did is Memphis didn't adjust with or without playing Ja, and then Brooks didn't step up fully to the magnitude you need to. Now, when you face the Boston Celtics, this is a whole different animal than Memphis, trying to rely on energy and young guys that aren't established yet. Whereas Jaylen Brown and Tatum are in that top tier of players in the whole league, versus where you have Ja's the only guy. Jaren Jackson is probably in the second, maybe high third tier, and then Brooks is in the fourth or fifth tier. Brooks thinks he's in the top tier, and then you had Bane and all those guys that were kind of like glorified role players and not to the tier that they needed and what Boston has. You got to think Boston has Smart, who is in the second or third tier primarily because of defense, but his ability, he's gotten better as an outside shooter. But you got Al Horford. If you talk to NBA circles and guys that really follow the NBA, being a two-way player, he's still very, very efficient. You get what I'm saying? So if Al Horford was on the just say on like the Timberwolves, he's a 16-8 guy. You get what I'm saying? He still can be an effective scorer, but he knows what his role is, right? He knows his defense. Hit open shots, and he's expanded his range.
Well, so in their December matchup that Golden State won, a couple of things were in play. Horford was not a factor. Matter of fact, he wasn't a part of it. Now, this is a game that Golden State won. This is a night where Steph gave you 30 on 5 of 14 shooting from 3. Wiggins gave you 27. You did not have Klay Thompson. Draymond gave you 30 minutes, did Draymond things. But Wiggins and his 27 in that night, 27 and 6, was the story.
That's the factor right there.
Wiggins was the story, but
and that's
also
been his whole career.
Right.
Consistency, but he made an all-star game this year. So, and you saw him, and I think you've seen Andrew Wiggins come out of his shell a little bit, where he's not all the pressure isn't solely on him, but consistently dealing with Boston's a different animal than the Dallas Mavericks.
The fact that he took 20 shots that night is again engagement,
right?
Your ability to engage and elevate. I think there's tons to talk about. Like the matchups, I still don't know how they're going to match up. Like that to me, opening tip is going to tell us a ton. But as we try to go through the matchups, there are stories to be told. So we'll go through the matchups and we'll see how we think they're going to line up. Game 1's tonight, and looking forward to it. Shout out to the New York Rangers. They got off to a good start. 6-2 win last night. We'll talk about that as well.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Southeast Community College is training tomorrow's workforce today with our nearly 60 career and technical programs. We are doing our part to help employers fill vacancies during this current labor shortage, graduating students with skill sets employers are seeking. We're also helping to upskill the workforce by adding short-term credentials like certificates in many programs so that employees can get retraining quickly. Learn more about upskilling with SCC at southeast.edu/academics. SCC, your path to possible.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The days of internet contracts and heavy fine print are over. It's time to experience hassle-free service with no contracts or hidden fees. That's the Allo promise. Allo Communications provides fiber internet, TV, and phone services with fair and no-nonsense pricing. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, 24/7 local support 365 days a year, and a monthly bill you can count on. Don't settle for gimmicks. Settle for hassle-free with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/hassle-free.
Adventure Golf Center is open for business with 2 mini golf courses and a 3rd course on its way within the month. Enjoy the current courses as well as the batting cages in a shaved ice food truck and prepare for a new putting course completely uncommon in Nebraska and the Midwest with 18 holes of par 3s, 4s, and 5s and a bar on the course. Oh yeah, Adventure Golf Center now sells alcohol too. Play the courses now and prepare to experience the new course within the month at Adventure Golf Center, 56th and Old Chain.
There's not many things worse than having plumbing issues at your home or business, but it's even worse if the problem isn't fixed correctly. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time, and they specialize in several things: general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Bagels & Joe is in full summer mode. They'll add cold foam to the top of any iced coffee. Plus, they now have a Joe Coffee Club. Get unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per month. And don't forget their delicious breakfast burritos and sandwiches. Bagels & Joe, 4 Lincoln locations.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order your Wingstop online at 28th and Superior, 50th and O Street, and 29th and Pine Lake.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Back to old school with DP&J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Join us, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, or hit us up on the Starter Heyman Jewelers text line or the Honda of Lincoln hotline, 402-464-5685. We're talking NBA Finals Game 1 matchups. We're talking New York Rangers winning their first game of the, what is it, semifinals?
It's conference finals?
Is it the conference finals?
Yeah. You're
conference finals.
You're,
I'm around behind. It's fine.
Yeah, this is it. This is the big show. Well, I found it interesting, one, that the Rangers put on the offense. I mean, for them to put up 6 goals in game 1, I just didn't expect that to happen. I was looking at the NBA Finals schedule, and it's weird. It's a weird schedule. So Thursday night game, game 1, Game 2, same location, Sunday night, not Saturday, Sunday night. So 2 days in between.
Why?
I don't. Maybe something in the arena. I don't know. Then Game 3 in Boston, Wednesday, 2 days apart.
Travel day, but
Travel
still
day plus another day.
I guess.
Then
you
they'll
are
go-
going east. You are going literally east to west or
right,
west to east.
right? So you allow for adapting and all that stuff, and then they will go Wednesday, Friday, Monday in Boston, and then if necessary, Game 6 is the following Thursday, so 2 more days, and then another 2 days to Sunday for Game 7.
So they're just putting 2 days between everything.
Other than the days, the back-to-back days in Boston, they're gonna get those in, but they're doing the 2-3-2, the 2-2-1-1-1 is what they're doing.
Right.
I don't know.
Golden State released what jerseys they're going to wear.
Which ones are they wearing? The Bay?
They are going
the City.
They're going white for the home games,
Okay.
black for the first 2 at Boston,
Okay.
then white, blue, white.
Okay. What's Boston wearing?
Don't know. I didn't see theirs.
Boston wears it.
They've got their black I would imagine that they
Mm-hmm.
break out for one of the road games.
Well, I'm sure they wouldn't. You wear it opposite with the blue or the white for Golden State?
I would.
Yeah, but I think the Celtics kind of have fallen in love with their black jerseys.
They're nice.
Yeah.
I hate the Celtics, but they're nice.
Yeah, those are pretty sweet.
So the question, the way we were asked yesterday was, will offense win the series or will defense win the series? What say you?
Defense. I think defense wins it. There's just there are too many variables to there's so many great defenders that are going to be on the court to offset some of the offensive production, and you got to think that there's going to be a lot of off nights, and the defense, if you can at least hold the third option, if the first 2 options are not doing anything, the third option starts going off, you got to be able to put some type of defensive pressure on
Or
them.
the 4th option or the 5th option.
Yeah, see, I'm going to answer the same way, but differently. I think whoever is the most efficient and consistent offensively is going to win. And what I mean by that, who can stay within themselves and what they do best longer and stronger is going to win the series. Both of them are going to D up. You're not going to play for any team if you can't play somewhat of a be a helpful on the defensive end. I guess you can exclude Steph Curry because the offense that he produces kind of eliminates, defensive prowess that he might need. But whoever can stay within themselves and do what they do best longer is going to have the biggest effect on this series. It's going to be interesting if Marcus Smart, somehow they can get Golden State to switch and get Steph Curry like Kyrie did a few years ago, get him down in the block to wear him out. Maybe not even foul trouble, but the fact that you can wear him out.
Just make him work.
Make him work.
Well, but this is where that worked for Cleveland because that's what they did naturally.
Well, Marcus Smart does do damage underneath the hoop. And Grant Williams, that's his deal.
But does that take Tatum and Brown out of what they do?
No, because and I'm not saying this is I'm not saying this is your whole offense,
but
this is something that can control the pace of the game as well.
Mm-hmm.
If Steph Curry comes out and he's hitting, okay, well, let's run you off some picks,
slow it down,
and let's get you down here and let's ground and pound you a little bit. And it might be just 3 or 4 times a game, but the fact that you can go to it, and when you can bring Marcus Smart, and and I'm talking if they can catch him in switches, right? And that's not, and it's not just Steph. If you can get Poole down there, even though he's a little bit more feisty, but Marcus Smart and Williams are a little bit more savvy, and especially I'm thinking about Williams because he's a bigger version of Marcus Smart,
and he's a bit nasty. He's also a bit of a wild card.
Right.
I'm not sure I want to put my championship ring.
Oh, I'm not putting it on them,
on that dude.
But I'm saying you this could be the caveat that could kind of be something that they can go to steady the calm the waters.
If you need a free bucket,
right,
or at least a better opportunity.
But that
also says that I'm okay with that. If I'm Golden State and that's your approach,
oh, it's not going to be their number one approach. Their number one approach. Their number one approach is we're going to do what we're going to do.
It makes Tatum and Brown spectate a little bit more than Boston should want them to be.
Well, you go to that if Steph seems like he's about to start heating up. If he hits a three, he starts shimming. If he hits a second three,
but then you're being reactive, and that's a problem in an NBA final.
No, because you're not being reactive. It's just a part of a game plan that you have there for a special player during a special. And because it doesn't make, especially Tatum, it doesn't make Tatum a spectator. You kick it out to Tatum. This isn't Tatum from 2 years ago. He'll light your life up from three, and then he can get going downhill. So conversely, if I need to get Tatum going, I could throw it in the post, have him cut and dive off of there. Same with Jaylen, especially a guy like Jaylen Brown and those guys that mentally maybe need to get into the game early.
That part.
So I can get you diving either, and I can get you like a foul. I can get you to the free throw line. I can do things to kind of wake you up a little bit and then get you into the game because we know Marcus Smart and Williams, they just going to show up and just think they can just be dogs and do their thing.
Because in that instance, you don't have to. You're not necessarily asking Marcus Smart or Williams to score.
I'm not asking them to do
posting up
this
Steph
thing.
Curry.
Jordan getting in the post.
Right.
No, you're not asking them to score off of posting up Steph Curry.
Right.
You're just asking them to body him up and be a little bit physical with him.
Change your pace.
But
make somebody else decide.
When Boston does it, what they do is Clay is ball side and Brown is backside. But sometimes when Jaylen Brown becomes that backside guy, he loses interest.
Right.
And you got to be careful that in a stretch where you're trying to make something happen, that Brown doesn't become disinterested. Or that if you flip it, that Tatum doesn't become disinterested.
Right. And that's where the adjustment, that's where the coaching comes into it. That's why I said who can never do what they want the longest and the hardest.
I think it's going to be fun. This is going to be fun. We'll come back. Had an interesting conversation yesterday with some young Huskers. I'll share some of that and get Jay's opinion of these young men when we come back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey guys, it's Jake Sorensen. Meat is the absolute best Father's Day gift ever. And here's a little gift-giving wisdom from Omaha Steaks. Dads do indeed want steaks. And with Father's Day around the corner, there is not a better gift than Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com and type Jake in the search bar and order the Dads Want Steaks package. For just $99, this limited time package includes 16 mouth-watering entrees he's guaranteed to love, like smoky, tender bacon-wrapped filet mignons, gourmet jumbo franks, and their air-chilled boneless chicken breast. And for a sweet finish, delicious caramel apple tartlets. As a special gift for my listeners, when you type Jake in the search bar and order the Dads Want Steaks package, you'll also get 8 free Omaha Steaks burgers. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com and type Jake in the search bar and order the Dads Want Steaks package. You'll get 16 entrees and 4 desserts plus 8 free Omaha Steaks burgers. That's omahasteaks.com. Keyword Jake.
Hi, this is Dave Osted from Osted's Golf. Let us make this your best season yet. Voted a top 100 fitter by Golf Digest, our master fitters have been trained by the same guys that build clubs for PGA pros like Rory, Tiger, DJ, and Jordan. Have old clubs? Trade them in Osted's Value Guide, or have our club specialists get your clubs swinging like new. Go to our website, make your fitting appointment. You're a click away from a better golf game. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's been a great start here to the year as 2022 new inventory continues to roll in. Our pre-owned lot remains full, and we are selling at a record pace. I was just down at Koppel talking about a new order for myself, and they let me know I can actually start ordering a 2023 here later this spring. So stop on in to get your new 2022, your pre-owned vehicle, or maybe talk about ordering here for 2023. Check them out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on. and know we'll get through this.
Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Southeast Community College has learning centers in Falls City, Hebron, Nebraska City, Plattsmouth, Wahoo, and York so that you can take credit and non-credit classes at a center nearby without having to travel an hour or more to campus. By taking online classes and those at a learning center, you can earn your degree from SCC where and when it's convenient for you, all at a cost that won't stand in the way of your education. Learn more about SCC's learning centers at southeast.edu/learning centers. SCC, your path to possible.
Shopping for insurance can be a tedious and frustrating task, but the agents at Brokers Insurance Agency will do the work for you. They have partnered with over 20 of the best insurance carriers in the nation, which allows them to do the shopping all for you. Whether you're looking for business insurance or employee benefits for your company, or you're looking to save money on your home and auto insurance, Brokers Insurance Agency has the agents and solutions to help meet your goals. Call 402-420-5353 or email staff at brokersinsuranceNE.com.
Are you sick of mindlessly running on a treadmill or the lack of motivation to consistently work out? Whatever your challenge, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping can help. Whether you want to lose weight, boost energy, or simply improve your overall health, you'll fit right in at Farrell's regardless of age or abilities. Build endurance with their kickboxing and strength training group fitness classes while also getting nutrition coaching. Try Farrell's now for a free week. Visit fxblincoln.com or call Jeff at 402-310-4026. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 in the morning, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
This is Old School on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School. Third segment of a 4-segment hour right here on 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com.
Needed the short reminder because we don't want to go long.
Yeah. Just throw that in there real quick.
Yeah.
It's mostly for you.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't for anybody else.
No, it's for Jay. Jay remembers.
No, Jay's fine.
Oh, no. Jay's we got to get Jay on the clock.
Right. I'm looking at it right now.
Jay will get you. Jay will go Cornell West and eat up 12 minutes before he leaves.
going.
Before he looks.
Right. Right. Yeah, right.
Before he looks 12. It's like, Professor Jay, hey.
Great radio.
Come back. Claytonia Judge says from the text line, said, hey, guys, did you notice that the Atlanta Falcons said they're going to go back to the red helmets?
I did see that on their throwbacks. That's going to be pretty sweet.
Nice.
I wonder if they're going to have the white face mask or was it gray?
They should go with the white.
Either or, it's still
Can they go back to the old? I think every team should go back to their old jerseys.
They wear them every once in a while.
Yeah, but I mean, go back to not like the off-brand version of it.
Yeah,
but
the original,
actual Like I want the Rams in the real blue and yellow.
Yeah, Pittsburgh needs
with
to
the
get rid
old
of
with the old horns.
Yeah, with the old horns.
I don't like the new horns.
Well, they can even go with the white helmets with the blue.
Yeah. Old school.
Like go old school with it.
Yeah.
Cardinals, go back to
the weird
those
bird.
are sweet.
Go back to the weird bird.
Yeah, weird bird with the
Those
white
are-
helmets and stuff
we,
like that.
We need the Pats to
The
go
Dolphins
back.
need to go back to the smiling dolphin.
Yeah, the happy
with
dolphin.
the helmet.
The happy dolphin.
Yeah. The Pats need to go back to whatever Pat the Patriot snapping the ball.
Go back to that.
That's great. The
Bucks-
red jerseys.
Bucks need to go back to the swashbuckler.
Creamsicle.
Yep.
Go back to they were showing all of the NFL Network was showing all the Super Bowl champion those half-hour game Super Bowl recaps.
Yeah.
And they were doing that on Memorial Day. So I went deep in the pool. I was like,
Right.
I'm in. This is home.
Even if you don't like the Eagles, the neon green.
Right, like to go back.
It's a good green.
And it had Washington with the real burgundy and gold.
Right. That's them pants look like they were hot.
Oh,
It's like non-breathable at all. Those things look like polyester football
thick.
Oh, yeah, Broncos go back. The Broncos need to bring that
The
back.
John Elway Bronco.
Bring it back. Give me the old
Give me
Bills.
give me the old school Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah,
Give me all that.
like give me like just have a week where everybody does it.
There's one team that shouldn't go back though.
Who?
Seattle.
No.
I like those.
You like
go
them?
back.
Oh, yeah.
I would much. I'd love that way more than that.
With like the bird on the shoulder.
That
Oh, yeah, I
neon
like those.
nonsense
I
they're
don't know
doing
about
now.
that.
Well, I don't like the neon, but when they don't go the neon, when they just do like the blue or the white, that's good. But the one with like the bird on the shoulder,
Give me the bird, man.
Give me
Give
the
me
old,
know
give me
about
the
that.
old lightning bolts too.
Oh yes, and I mean, give me the old lightning bolts with the number on the side with the bolt.
with the baby blue.
Yeah, like let's go.
Every time I
Back,
see
back.
baby blue Chargers, I know this is just me, but I think LaDainian Tomlinson. That's just me being younger than you guys. So
Yeah, the Chiefs can go old school with just the
Everybody can
arrowhead.
go old school.
I just think for one day for those uniforms,
Cowboys can't. They haven't changed.
and then I recognize that.
Neither can the Raiders.
Yeah, right, they really can't.
They haven't
Well, no,
changed
you
it.
can go back. The Raiders could go back. Go back to the white with the gold numbers and silver numbers and black trim.
Yeah.
Go back to that.
Yeah.
That jersey is fire. Like go back to that. So, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, cute over guy. Go back however long you want. The Cowboys jerseys never changed. My least favorite part about being a Cowboys fan. Boring.
Well, no, they had the dark blue with the star on the
side,
sleeve,
and then they had the white numbers,
which was kind of fire.
But I like the new ones. But yeah, Cowboys are pretty uniform.
Yeah.
Same with the Raiders too. But yeah,
Green Bay hasn't really changed.
I know they
No,
go, but I
but
want
they
them to
had-
go
they-
back
they
to
can
the
go
gold pants.
in the yellow helmets.
Yeah, go back to the old joints. Like I'm okay with that too.
Detroit.
I like the Barry. Well, they had so many different versions. They were swapping it up.
They had the cheap looking jerseys when it was
Yeah, it looked like the Little League with just
blue
the
with the silver numbers and just Sanders on the back.
Just no-
Yeah, they missed the mark with that.
You know, and I'm perfectly okay with teams going back with the 3/4 length sleeve.
The New York teams.
Right, those ones with the elbow patch on the
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Like,
What about the New York teams?
Jets,
Oh,
Jets,
Old
please
school
go back.
Jets, yeah.
Please go
You
back.
can even go back when they had Boomer Esiason when they had the black face mask. and all that
Yeah,
stuff. The old
yeah.
school Cincinnati Bengals too.
Oh, nice.
No, the Cleveland Browns might be hard, but
Well, it's just it's basic.
Yeah.
More brown.
But I'm okay
Right.
with the basic.
Just
No,
wear
I'm-
all brown.
I'm okay with it. Well,
With the
no,
white face mask.
Well, the you stupid.
Go all brown with the white face mask.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I mean
Yeah.
that's only Cleveland's pretty unique. I mean, there's some teams that aren't going to change much, but there's a lot of teams that could. You talk about merchandise sales and stuff like that. That would be pretty
Go
sweet.
back.
Do you
Pay
want,
attention, Nebraska. Pay
do you want
attention, Nebraska.
Carolina? I know they're newer. Carolina and Houston. I mean, Houston doesn't really. They haven't changed much.
Yeah,
have
they haven't done anything.
No, Carolina
Houston can
is a
wear
little
battle,
older.
They can wear their battle red though.
Carolina's a little older. They changed the
Well,
logo.
they went to the Carolina blue jersey. And
Maybe
then
Carolina always wears the black ones.
right, and then they go to black ones. Yeah.
I know which one I want.
Oh.
Jacksonville, the old Maurice Jones.
Oh yes,
Drew.
please. Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Oh,
If for
So-
Houston, they could just do battle red.
Houston,
red.
no, go back to where
I
the
like the
Oilers. Where the Oilers with the actual like the
Well,
Derrick
that
on
one
the
would
side.
be the.
Wouldn't that be Tennessee?
That'd be
No,
Tennessee.
screw Tennessee. They get their own.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
no, I want
Yeah.
no. Give me, but let Houston wear the
No,
colors.
yeah,
they should.
they should, but I think the Oilers do that. But the
I
Oilers
think-
old schools was
I think
tight
Tennessee.
too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Tennessee's just gonna take that.
So anyway, we'll throw the break. We'll close out old school. talk about some of the young guns. We got a new show. We'll let you know what's going on.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's been a great start here to the year as 2022 new inventory continues to roll in. Our pre-owned lot remains full, and we are selling at a record pace. I was just down at Koppel talking about a new order for myself, and they let me know I can actually start ordering a 2023 here later this spring. So stop on in to get your new 2022, your pre-owned vehicle, or maybe talk about ordering here for 2023. Check them out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Shopping for insurance can be a tedious and frustrating task, but the agents at Brokers Insurance Agency will do the work for you. They have partnered with over 20 of the best insurance carriers in the nation, which allows them to do the shopping all for you. Whether you're looking for business insurance or employee benefits for your company, or you're looking to save money on your home and auto insurance, Brokers Insurance Agency has the agents and solutions to help meet your goals. Call 402-420-5353 or email staff at brokersinsurancene.com.
This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Gus Cottle. The high school spring season has come to an end, but now Legion baseball is in full swing. In the senior division, Hastings defeated Kearney 9-4. Hickman defeated North Platte 9-7, and Omaha Gross defeated Omaha Skutt 16-11. The recruiting race for Archbishop Bergen product Cade McIntyre has heated up. After a strong junior season, McIntyre has received a flurry of offers from schools like Tennessee, Oklahoma, Kansas State, and Nebraska. McIntyre is a consensus 3-star athlete and the third highest ranked prospect in Nebraska. Gretna boys soccer had a team-high 5 players on the boys Super State first team, including the honorary captain, Brett Perkins. Samaya Hogg of Lincoln Southeast was named the honorary captain for the girls soccer Super State team. This has been your Southeast Community College High School Minute. Learn more today at southeast.edu with locations in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash. Fantastic. Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
The weather in Nebraska is unpredictable every day, and that's no fun when you're trying to golf. Double Eagle Golf in West Lincoln is now open to let you play in perfect indoor conditions daily. Double Eagle Golf has 5 simulator bays to hit in, by far the most in Lincoln. It has a fully stocked bar with beers and cocktails for you to enjoy while you play. Double Eagle Golf is open each weekday from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., so you can start the day there, take a client over lunch, or end the night with friends. Check out Double Eagle Golf today inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time Shiro to all of us. You nurture, we listen. You teach, we thrive. You lift our spirits, but we've got to lay down the truth. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. Start saving more for retirement now, so you can feel prepared and live your life to the fullest. Get free tips to help boost your retirement savings now at aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
A message brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. You get it?
Yes, good job.
So what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Back to Old School with DP and J.
Final segment of Old School on this beautiful Thursday in Lincoln, Nebraska. Welcome back. Thank you, everybody, for the interactions, for the texts, for the comments on the video stream.
I do not want to see driving around Lincoln seeing 3XL panties on the
I'm not saying I want to, but I'm not saying it wouldn't make me laugh.
Oh, I'd laugh. I'd laugh. Yeah, Jay Foreman's gonna he's gonna go work out and come back to his car. There's gonna be a pair of 3XL panties
just
hanging
bam.
on the flag, hanging on the antenna.
New flag, you know,
under the windshield wiper.
When you go to football games or basketball games, you know, you get the flags on everybody. Just imagine driving down 80 if you were coming from Omaha and somebody had them on there and they kind of flew off your antenna.
Just right on your windshield.
Is that a bird?
Big draws flag.
Did you just hit a bird? Did you just hit a bald eagle?
I don't think so.
What did you do? Skin a cheetah?
Right. You just hit a chicken.
As we evolve and re-evolve, part of the programming is adding to content, adding to personalities, more talent along the way. And yesterday, after a really cool meeting with the 3 young men, they will debut tonight at 6 o'clock from 6 to 7 here on the ticket. And it's Sir Chancellor Brewington.
Sir Chancellor Brewington. He's been knighted.
Javen Wright and Noah Pola Gates. What's the word? And it'll be the hour before Rico and Priscilla Joseph behind the game. So, and then I think Harrison will recap late night. Hopefully he's feeling better. We got to check on him, see how he's doing.
I'll check on him.
Because it would be a perfect night for him to do an NBA recap after game 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be pretty cool. Don't go anywhere. Barry Thompson will join us from Virginia. We'll talk quarterback play. We'll talk ball. We'll talk about coaching decisions and what's required. And he was cooking yesterday. We'll talk about that. We'll find out what Barry Thompson is cooking in the kitchen. Jay Foreman.
I gotta give Barry some big ups. He helped me get this, I guess, app or whatever that makes my life easier when I train kids. So Barry's good. Dude. Yeah.
He's good. I mean, he does his thing.
He still send me some cooking recipes though.
Well, I think the book needs to happen. Like Barry Thompson cooking with the coach needs to happen.
There it is.
Waiting for it.
Yeah. Also, we need to get him out here and train these high school quarterbacks.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Let's grub.
Let's grub. We'll get him out here this summer and have him work with some of these high school quarterbacks as well. And he's pretty good on the basketball court as well. He can break it down for you. Barry Thompson.
There it is.
The coach will join us next here on 937 The Ticket.